Okay, let me explain to you the general idea of what I came to call the matrix. What you're looking at is not it. Okay, I want to give you a little historical understanding of how this whole thing developed. Back in my affiliate marketing days, and I still do affiliate marketing, but back when I was learning this stuff, doing a ton of affiliate marketing, mainly with Amazon, this picture here describes what I would do. So I'd have a website, and it would have, what's hard to point to it without those little things popping up, but anyway, I'd have a website, and it would have pages on it. I wanted those pages or posts or whatever to rank for given keyword phrases, right? So what I did was I built satellite sites around that. Now, this is an oversimplified diagram. Actually, this would be the diagram for each page, but I think you get the idea. In other words, the website was essentially encircled by a bunch of other stuff. Video, like YouTube, because I could get a backlink from YouTube. Some of this was actually before Facebook. But YouTube, other Web 2.0 sites, slide sharing sites, a lot of article marketing sites back in the day and stuff like that. Because the rationale was, my big goal was to get pages on my website to rank in Google. Because at the time, frankly, social media just wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, not only was it not a big deal ranking-wise, but it just wasn't that big of a deal in terms of marketing. So really the only unit of currency back then was the web page and getting that web page to show up in a search result. So this is the way I started doing this for myself, and it's also when I got into offline marketing, the way I started doing this for clients. Because I had that mindset, let's get the web page ranked. But what was really interesting is I got into doing more video stuff, got into the social media aspects of videos, I got into a lot more social media in general. I started noticing that I was creating a lot of traffic, creating a lot of business, either for myself or clients, that had nothing to do with somebody searching for something and landing on a web page, or it had nothing to do with my website. Okay, so the thing that somebody landed on where they decided, I think I'll call them, or gee, I think I'll do that, or whatever, that wasn't on a website that I owned or that a client owned. That was somewhere else. It came through Facebook, it came out of Twitter, it came out of YouTube. So that's when I started saying, well, this is just old, and probably, I mean, this is still valid to do this way, but I kind of gave up on the let's don't use the word gave up. I released the notion of being fixated on ranking pages of a website. And when I released that and I realized that social media traffic's great, and it's not just for ranking purposes. The social media can be used to get people really interested in a product or really interested in a brand. It can be, people can actually just do everything on Facebook that they want to do. When I began to realize that video really was the wave of the future, and I really, really wanted to be able to create videos that branded clients' businesses and have people interact with those videos and hopefully comment on them, and et cetera, et cetera. When I released the importance of the website in my mind, I came up with a new diagram. This one. Okay? Now, this is not carved in stone. Okay, I want you to understand this. This is what I call the matrix. And it can be bigger or smaller than this. So let's look at the components here. You got a website. I still keep a website, okay, but the website's really more like a place to bank information, a place to put it in another format, because think about it like this. Websites, like a WordPress site, generally has categories and tags and a good search function, and you can categorize information there. So if you have, if you're working with a business and they have things like products and how-to and just, personal branding stuff, kind of like just soft branding stuff. You can put that all on a website, and it's organized in a way that you can't organize stuff on a Facebook page. When you can't organize stuff on Twitter, you can't organize stuff on G+ or YouTube. Honestly, if I didn't really like the way that WordPress or the website allowed me to what I call bank the content and to keep it in a very organized way where it could be looked through, found, absorbed by various visitors. If the website didn't do that, I'd probably dispense with the website and just do this all through various forms of social media. Do the branding, okay, getting the word out. So that's why I kept the website. The kind of golden triangle here is website, Facebook, YouTube. Okay, Twitter and G+ are optional, and I know some people love G+, and they're going to think, well, Lee, you're missing the boat. Maybe I am. I mean, it may be as G+ grows that I'll think Facebook's optional for some point, at some point. But the way I start this, okay, is I have the website for the reasons that I stated above, Facebook page and or profile, and we'll talk about the differences between the two on the video about Facebook, and YouTube, because if there's one place where it's happening, it's right here in YouTube, okay? Not just in YouTube, but in ranking videos and all that stuff. Twitter, G+, optional, but generally important. This is the new paradigm, okay? And all of these things that I put in here are more or less of equal importance to each other. When I start building this stuff out, like I'm building this out for myself in a different business, but when I start building this stuff out, I start with website, Facebook, YouTube, start building that out. I get a handle on that. I start seeing what's going on there. Then I add Twitter. Then I add in G+. G+ works very well. We'll talk about details. G+ works well, because of authorship and all that stuff. And then there's a bunch more stuff that would go around the periphery here. Lots of things that you will see in the videos below. Tumblr, StumbleUpon, Stumbles, SlideShare, other ways of backlinking, etc., etc. Other ways of getting the word out, other ways of creating buzz, and I'm sure this sounds vague to you, and it sounds, well, wait a minute, I don't quite understand the steps. Yeah, I understand that you don't understand the steps, because in a way there are no steps. This is not a step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 thing. This is, let's create a monster. Let's create a giant, interconnected, big, hairy, networked monster where we're getting content out in zillions of places, as many places as we can. Okay? So that's the deal. But this, if you carry this around in your head, this, as opposed to that, then you'll understand what I'm talking about in the videos below. Okay? Excellent. So, looking forward to talking to you about details in each of the videos below. Have a great day.